What is up? Welcome to the video. Today's video is the video where I review your tattoos. If you missed my post on TikTok, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you have any questions for me, or you would like me to check out some of your tattoos that you might have posted on Instagram or TikTok, or you could even email them to me. A few people did do that. But I'm just going to go through all of these, review these tattoos, provide any sort of feedback or thoughts on them. And if there's questions in here that I haven't got to answer in the past, today's the day. So without further ado, I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom of this video and we're going to start pulling these in. The first one is from Celeste Inks. And let's see. Hopefully these aren't hard to find all the time. Nope, clearly not. Okay, Celeste Inks. Man, these are clean, dude. See, I kind of wondered if this wasn't going to be one of the things that happened, which would be people sending me tattoos that I'm like, heck yeah, like I would for sure wear this. This is cool. You have a cool style. I'm super into this stuff here too. I mean, this looks pretty good, dude. If I was to provide any feedback straight out the gate, the little things that I'm noticing is just areas where I can still see the line and it's not fully black coming out of this line. Now, that might be an artistic choice, maybe used a wash, but if you are using straight black, I like to see this line disappear with perfect saturation of black and then whipping out from there. But honestly, this is a really clean tattoo, and I would be pretty happy to wear that tattoo. You're killing it. Okay. Next up, Wild Coyote Co. Let's see what we got. Wild Coyote Co. Okay. Got a verified user here. Dang, dude, going in on the fine line. Super clean fine line. Another thing with doing this on my Mac is like, you can't zoom. Whoop. Oh, I'm liking your stuff, Wild Coyote. I guess the only way to zoom is like, no, zoom. Oh, weird. That ain't gonna work. I'm not gonna be doing that the whole time. Yo, these are super clean too. I wondered, I thought this might be the case, that it'd be difficult to provide a lot of feedback on here. But we'll just pick this one since this is kind of the top tier. I mean, this is one that's on the top of their Instagram. Some things that I always pick out that just bugs me, even aside from, like the overall tattoo, it's stuff like this, which might be hard to see because again, it's hard to zoom in on this. Maybe we'll do it on the iPad next time. But where I see some of the shading coming out of the line, that's always something that I look for. I tend to think that it feels rushed, but it could just be a mistake. But this is a pretty big tattoo. I see it in a couple other places, like right here, possibly right here. This line right here just doesn't quite connect. It's little stuff like that for me is attention to detail that, you could be paying a little closer attention to detail. But from the looks of this, I'm pretty sure this client's probably pretty happy with this. I think the last thing with this is I'd just like to see more contrast. It feels a little flat as far as contrast goes, and some more heavy blacks in these areas, like fully saturated black, maybe in these leaves or in this part to help things kind of pop. That's one thing that I would look for in this. But with you using, I don't know, a 3 or a 5 liner, these lines look pretty clean. I'm not seeing anything that really jumps out at me besides, slowing down, taking your time, and, contrast is like key for me as far as the way the tattoos look. I just like to see a little more black in there. But all right, we're moving on. Art by Martin 86. Art by Martin. Okie dokie. I'm not sure if these really look finished, but I'm just gonna go with like the recent posts on a lot of these, I suppose. This looks like it's been a work in progress. Let's go to this though. So this is why we get called scratchers when we're self-taught. Well, let's be honest, they use the word in a derogatory manner, but from the looks of these lines, these don't look like these lines are being pulled in a single pass at all. I don't know, like this kind of stuff. This is how you know that they're just kind of like etching in the lines. But if I had this line on me, I would be disappointed. I mean, this tattoo, I'm just going to be blunt in this video as well. This is really bad. And I truly just think the best advice for someone in this situation is, honestly, you should be going back to the basics and learning technique and be practicing on fake skins for a little while, because even my first tattoo that I did 2.5 years ago is 100 times better than this. And I guess that's not totally the point. It's just these lines, look, these lines aren't connecting. This line's going over the line. These lines are way deeper. These lines aren't hardly in there. These are all scratched in. This line right here is not even in the skin, but they didn't go back to touch it up. These lines here, this isn't in the skin. This is falling out for sure. I mean, almost certain. And then you get into here and you're like, well, this looks like it's actually damaged the skin. Like, this looks like the skin is actually slit, like cut. So there is a lot of technical issues with this as far as application goes. I mean, it always stems from the design too at a certain point. Like, if the design sucks, like, the tattoo's not going to look any better than the design did, you know? But this person just honestly just needs to revisit the basics and get line work down, because, you know, none of those lines are doing it for me. I don't, unless someone has a really horrible understanding of what tattoos are supposed to look like, I don't think they should look like that. All right, tattoos by Morb. Oh man, I can't believe you're even on here. These are crazy. Like, this is the shit where I'm like, bro, these are amazing. 2 horror tattoos in one day. Tattoos by Morb. Bro. Yeah, these are phenomenal, dude. You are straight killing it. Where are you? Ink Sirens. You're in California. Man. Oh, maybe that's not yours. I'm on the website now. Or website. Dude, I don't have anything remotely negative to say about these tattoos. If anyone is in the San Bernardino area, Tats by Morb, check this person out. This is stunning work. Absolutely amazing work. Great job, dude. I've been practicing myself for... Okay, I also mentioned in my original post, if you had questions that I never answered that were DMs or comments on videos, because I cannot get to all of them, here would also be your opportunity to leave a comment down below. I'm going to read every comment and respond to them. Unless they're just pure hateful, then maybe I won't respond. Oh, this person did leave their Instagram. But regardless, if you have questions, leave them down there too, because we're just here to go through the comment section essentially on these videos and check out people's work and talk about the tattoos. And, you know, that's about it, but also answer questions. So, all right, 20-year-old artist. I'm not sure where you're from. Self-taught. He looks like he's doing a lot of videos on his page, which I think is more fun. You know what I mean? Okay, we got a glare at the bottom. Kind of hard to see what's going on there. Man, I'm like, I like this. I like these tattoos, and there's part of me that feels like they should look a little rough. But my eye goes straight to the like skirt area. I don't know what that's actually called. Like these lines right here, they just don't look like the needle depth was consistent. I mean, in the same breath, like this chain looks good and it's a small liner. I mean, saturation wise and stuff, I like it. And I think it's probably supposed to look kind of rough, like this little, the top of the hat here. I don't know. I mean, I just think it would look cleaner if this line was like a perfect line. But if this is supposed to look, you know, rough, like that's the look of it, then by all means, let's check out one more just to see if the line work is kind of the same on both. That might have been the style for that, because this is what I'm talking about. These lines, these single lines, super clean. Like, this looks great. And I love this kind of style. I've actually been thinking more about doing more of just like the black work type of stuff. but these are cool, and this style's cool. I'm not sure where you're at, but if you see this, you should hit me up. If we're ever in the same area, would love to meet up and get a tattoo, man. All right, Daniel, up next. Also, if you think I could do a better job in the layout of this stream, that type of stuff, let me know. Because yeah, it's first time using Streamlabs. Also, if you know a better software or something to be streaming with, let me know. I also might periodically check that just to make sure my camera didn't die. I do have a charger for my camera, like a battery that runs to power, but I didn't set that up. All right, first freehand practice tattoo. Let's see, looks like there's more than fifth tattoo. Okay, well, if these are only your third and fourth tattoos, I'm just gonna give you my, general spiel. Because if this looks like your first skin and you're just adding to it, just keep practicing. There's not a lot of feedback I can provide on stuff like this because, I'm just going to go, oh, lines are shaky. Like, I don't know what fake skin this is either, to like really dissect it. But like, I also feel like there's not too much dissecting I can do at this point in the game. Says you started a tattoo as a hobby. Any feedback would be great. Yeah, I think, especially if it's a hobby, just keep practicing, because there's nothing else you can really do. I think, to like, you're so new in the game, right? Like, obviously this has already gotten a lot better by your fifth tattoo. So I would just say, keep practicing, keep learning. Same thing I always say is like, knowledge is power, no matter what you're doing. So if you get really good at something and you're super well versed in why you're doing things the way you're doing them, it will benefit you for sure. Haven Town. All right, straight out the gate, Flash is looking cool as all hell. I love this. I love these girl head flash. These are super cool. Yeah, let's look at this. Hell yeah. This is great. Like, I think for the sake of getting something out of this, one thing I always said in college when I was in art school is, before critiques, I would say, don't tell me what you like about it. Tell me what you don't like about it, because we're trying to learn here and grow, right? And get better. So I'm just going to tell you what I don't like about the designs, because I think that's more beneficial, to be honest. And really, truly, the only things on this that stick out to me, I'm not going to like break down the design and stuff. I think, because I think at a certain point, it's like there is no wrong way to make art. Like, I don't think there should be rules at all, but I will point out right where my eye goes in this, straight to the top of the hair here, where we have this line that just kind of goes up. It looks like it touches another and comes down. I personally like these to be more like perfect as far as like how many lines, the spacing, but that just in the end makes it look like more clean, because yeah, like I said, my eye just keeps going to this. It's going to this line. It's also going right here and right here. So like this line looks like just kind of a goof. It looks like it was went over like twice. Possibly overworked line right there. Maybe a little damage when it's healing. But I guess the point being, if you see these lines and they're perfect and they're straight, not straight, but like, this one has a little wobbles. It just in the end makes the whole tattoo look so much cleaner. But, great job here. Like the saturation in the color is great, which is really hard to do, especially as a newer tattoo artist. And it looks like the black is saturated well. So like, I always like to see that. We can't see the lines that were underneath where the black is saturated here. And it whips out and we get our nice little highlights. And yeah, I think this is pretty cool. The flash is super cool. Oh yeah. I think you're on a great track. These look cool. You must be already in like a shop or something, because yeah, you've been tattooing for a little while. Yeah, I think like just overall when I'm looking at these, I'm just like I just keep going to these like double lined, like clearly you lined these twice, whereas this one, the line weight is different. And with, you know, American traditional in particular, like the line weights should be the same throughout. Maybe you're going for a neo-trad. Maybe you did line it with, you know, an 11 and then you went in with a 5 or a 7 or something for these other lines. Maybe that's part of the style. And if it is, forgive me, but I would like to see these line weights the same, you know. And honestly, everything I say on here is totally subjective, like in the sense that it's literally just my opinion and my first gut reaction to what I see as an artist. And like I said, there's no right and there's no wrong. Like they're sort of right. I don't even know if this is the right person. Papa Gerb. Oh, no, trad. Okay, we'll try one more time. Oh, I can't see your stuff because it's private and I'm not following you from my studio account. I apologize. If you do see this, leave a comment and I'll follow you. But I think, it's requested. Leave a comment on this video if you do see this, Papa Gerb, and we can add you to the next installment of this series. Pike, new artist, would love your feedback. Art. Oh, okay, here we go. All right. My guess is that this looks more like stippling style, like it wasn't a mag. But I'm not getting those individual needle punctures. It almost looks like maybe the liner used to shade was a bigger liner. It might be cool to try out using like a tight 3 for these to get that more dotted clean look. But I also like the way that this looks kind of like, I don't know, grimy and like dark because of the subject matter is a little like creepy. So I'm not into that. Trying to see here. I think straight away where my eye goes is again lines. This line here, how it's like double, tripled up, super thick. This one obviously has different line weights, right? Like this is like a tight 3 or a 3 or something. And then he's got, who knows, maybe a 9 or an 11. So like this one is supposed to have multiple line weights. So that makes sense. I guess I just keep going to, as we notice, the black is saturated in the top and the bottom of these butterfly wings, but in here it's not fully black. I think if this had a little more black to make this face pop out off of this, that would be cool. But otherwise, I'm just always going to be focusing on lines a lot of the time, and I can't help but notice these lines. Obviously, this is fresh. It's still risen up off the skin. It's not a healed photo. It's a very good chance that this could be a blowout. And as you know, I mean, blowouts can really just like ruin a tattoo in the end. So I would be careful about going over your lines more than once. I know it's tough to do, like, you know, actually, since we're here, let's look at one more. This is only line work. So, okay, so with this piece, these lines are way cleaner. You connecting this long line without being able to tell where you came in and re-entered the skin, that's super hard. And using something like this, like I don't know, a 7, maybe a 7 round liner, like this shows control, and this shows that you do have the fundamentals down. So, you know, kudos to you. That's super cool. I mean, dude, these are pretty solid tattoos. You should be really stoked. Like, this is really cool. Yeah, these mountains look great. Okay. It's stuff like that where that little line is, you know, and I mean, you're going to goof up once in a while. It is what it is. It just kind of sucks. But like, I can see that this is like 2 lines and connects to 1 line, and that the bottom is kind of poking out. So, you know, slowing down and attention to detail is just such a like major factor in tattooing. You know, I'm a super slow tattooer, but for, you know, good reason, because it helps my tattoos just turn out better. Oh, this guy wants me to check. Okay, I see what's Dude, I have seen this. I've seen this on TikTok. I'm pretty sure. Cause, oh yeah, okay. What's going on here? Good fucking. That is a serious camera setup for this tattoo. So I know that I must have seen this artist. I'm guessing founder of Wild Ink NBA. I can't tell what's going on here. Did you do this tattoo? Hunter, leg is closed. Shout out. Oh yeah, okay. This is your tattoo. Insane. This is the tattoo on his body. This is absolutely insane. I would like kill for this tattoo. So cool. So freaking cool, dude. Sorry, I'm just like crazy Instagram. Some people are serious about their Instagram accounts, man. Mine's like food and cats. I don't really do the Instagram. All right. We are on to Get Needle Therapy. Let's jump into it. This is again one of those situations where I'm just gonna go to line work. It's all you can really go to. Line work is the foundation of a tattoo like this. These look kind of scratched in. Problem is we're still seeing the stencil. But like right here, I don't know if my camera. Oh great. My camera has been turned off. I don't know for how long. So, all right, well, that's annoying. I do have my power saving mode, everything turned off on my Canon DSLR. So any of you streamers or people out there who might know why that just happened, please let me know down in the comments, because we just had no signal across the screen forever because I minimized my Streamlabs. Okay, let's get back to it. We are on Get Needle Therapy. I was saying, some of these lines just kind of look scratched in. They don't look like single passes. The lines aren't there. They're not beautiful. Do you know what I mean? So again, focusing on line work from the get-go. Okay, wait, hold on. We spoke too soon. Let's look at a different design. Much better. That one is much better. It just doesn't look like the hand speed is aligning. The consistency isn't there. Prime example is when you see this line, and as we're coming down, it's losing. It's like the needle depth is off. You know what I mean? So as you're coming in, the needle got a little deep here, came up here, got a little deep here, got way more deep down here, less here. I don't even know if the needle's in the skin there. Way less up here, unless you're changing liners between this and this, which you may have. I don't know that I necessarily see the point, but I would say focus on line work basics, because look at this one. These lines look doubled up, but these look better. This looks much better. So yeah, I'm probably going to be leaning on line work a lot. I don't have an Insta. Can I email it? Let's see. Bell San. Let's see if this one's in the inbox. Okay, I do not know if this tattoo is Bell San, but there's only 2 emails in my inbox for me to review their tattoos or check their tattoos out. I want to be careful about using their whole name, but this person's name is Rachel R. I don't know if that's the same person, so I apologize. Belle, if this isn't you, but I don't see your email. I only see one other email, so I'm going to check these out from Rachel. And at first glance, I mean, these are pretty nice, clean little tattoos. I'm just going to say where my eye goes first. It's right to this beak. Got a little wobble in the beak there, in the lining. But I will say something I like to see is that this is actually black. That the blacks in this are actually black, and then we're fading out, we're whipping out, probably using some sort of gray wash here from what I can tell. Oh shoot, this is cool. I don't know if you guys can see that because of the way that this is super clean, really cool. Definitely not my style, but look, I don't think I'm here to talk about style when I just love American traditional, and either you do or you don't. This is a really cool tattoo. I don't really have anything to say about it. I don't do, I'm going to call this cyber sigilism, but like this new trad. Oh my gosh, what do they even call it? What am I thinking? That's crazy to have that crazy of a brain fart. I think I need more caffeine. Tribal. Tribal is the word I was looking for. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think I could do that tattoo. Hats off to you. That's super cool. All right, checking one more out from the email. This one is from Tatiana. Username is different. Tat something. I'm so sorry. I can't remember your username off the top of my head. I know we'll get to it here and I'll recall you out. But look, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say, yeah, I would wear this tattoo. But I will say the thing that throws me off is this line right here. Possibly here, possibly here. Not possibly, it does. It looks as if this area you're moving too fast or you're not deep enough in the skin. But I think slowing down on these lines will get a much better saturation and a cleaner line. I know you've been tattooing for a while, at least practicing. I think that would be something that you can focus on that will definitely step up your tattoos, because otherwise this tattoo is cool. Like, this is a clean little tattoo. I'm not mad at it at all. I just think, you probably know too. You probably see this, and then if you're using, like, it's possible maybe you're using a round shader or something, and that's why your lines look like this. Otherwise, they just don't look fully in there, fully saturated. So maybe up your voltage or slow down your hand speed just a little bit. All right, on to the next. And this honestly might need to be a multi-part video because this is a lot of comments. So if this does turn into a multi-part video, still leave your comment down below if you would like to be featured or have any questions for me for the next episode. Okay, Bandstar, if you're seeing this, please leave a comment down below. I do not see any tattoos on that page, and I apologize in advance. This person left an entire link, so let's try that. Okay, we made it. Steamy Illustrations, cool drawings. Doesn't look like you are tattooing quite yet, which is awesome because I love to see someone who's putting in the time to get their designs down. And here's what I'll say about this. We can tell from the beginning of this drawing journey that they did not understand what's tattooable and what's not. Let's take this for example. If you tattooed this, it would look super flat. There's a bunch of grays. There's no black. I mean, there's a little in the face. Oh, this is the only black we have, the lips and stuff. But, the snakes, it's just falling flat. We don't have the shading. We don't have the contrast that we're looking for. Same goes for this, unless, people do tattoo that style, I guess. But if we go to the top, now we have tattooable designs. Okay, we got the time lapse here. But this design has black. There we go. There's all our blacks. There's our shading. There's our underlayer. Amazing. So this is actually tattooable. Palette up top. Love to see it. These are tattooable designs, and I think you are definitely on the right track. All right, bat tattoo, badass tattoos. Okie dokie. Let's jump into these tattoos. I guess, I'm just going to continue to do what I do here and pick the top couple here. I guess I'm just going to go with this because I can just tell right away. You know where I'm going. I'm going straight to these lines. They're probably supposed to be a little thicker because they are the stem, but it's just that this line, like these lines aren't clean. And this is always when I think someone is quote unquote scratching. I don't use that in the term of, oh, you're self-taught, you're a scratcher. I use it in the term that this line, you didn't come in and just pull this line, You came in and it looks as if it's like scratched in here. There's just the consistency in the line, the saturation, etc. is off. Where you come over here, super thick. Went over this multiple times, wasn't happy with it, kept going over it, scratching it. Then this one, only one little scratch here. I see skin poking through here. I think these lines here aren't going to last when this is healed. Like these lines, they're probably gone. And then stuff like this, it's potentially overworked, so it could scar, and it could blow out, because you know, not only going too deep causes a blowout, but going over the same spot multiple times and depositing too much ink in one spot can also lead to a blowout. So, you know, fundamentals, learning and relearning how you pull your lines and why you do it the way you do it is super crucial. I got to keep checking the stream to make sure that the video is actually playing. All right, on to the next. We have Haven. Okie dokie, Haven. Holy smoky. We got blackout work coming straight out the gate. That's crazy. Crazy for new artists. My first blackout was really hard. I'm not going to dissect your blackout. I don't feel like that's what we're here to do. Again, this is hard. Okay, first and foremost, it's hard to just do perfect text. Like, I probably wouldn't do this perfect either. But I think my best advice here is if you go over a letter and you feel like it's not quite perfect, but then the next letter, you know, the line weight is going to change dramatically from the A, the R, the T to the Y. This looks like every line weight is different. I just think focusing is as much as possible on moving slow and just getting those in there without doubling up lines would be super beneficial to the outcome of that tattoo. But look, it's probably going to heal and look just fine. Let's look at some more letters. Okay, see, I spoke too soon because this RMK looks amazing. You know, that's super clean for small little lettering like that. I mean, clearly you're doing a bunch of real fine line stuff, which is crazy. Like, these are small, so it's hard for me to like really judge them too much. I just keep seeing the same thing when I go through here, and I don't know if it's the case or not, but like with this, you know, kind of a prime example, I just don't feel like you're pulling these lines. Like, this part looks like a single pull. But this is just doubled up, and it just kills the tattoos for me when I see this, because it just looks choppy and it looks rough. You know, I think if you're going to be doing fine line, get more comfortable with doing them in more so like single passes, or at least tighten up on doing multiple passes where you're not going out of the initial line. You know, because this is the stuff that kills me. When this heals, this has got a lot of ink in it. It's possible that it will expand. I mean, all of it will expand a little bit, but if this expands more than this, it's always going to look like the weight is off, you know. All right, this person only has drawings on their profile, but we will check them out. Oh, maybe. No results. Yo, Samuel, ARS Lucix. Oh, whoops, I put thanks. Sorry, hold up, bud. Hold up. Okay, yes, I'm assuming this is you, my guy. All right, we're just going to stick with the top. This is dope. This would make a great tattoo. I'm just going to, you know, this type of stuff is super popular. So is this stuff. We got some Gen Z on our hands from the looks of it. That's not a dig at all, by the way. Just this style, the chain link and the barb. And don't get me wrong, I have all of these things. But these are cool. This looks like a really hard tattoo to do. So good luck if you do that tattoo. Like, perfect everything. Perfect circles. Perfect lines. Perfect lettering. That looks like a hard tattoo. But these are cool. I could definitely see people wearing these and that being a popular style for you, man. Get some fake skins, my guy. Jump onto some fake skins. Okay. Celeste Inks. What would you do? Would you do this for beginners on fake skin? I said yes, of course. If you are only tattooing on fake skin, I am more than happy to look at your tattoos. These do not have to be reviews of tattoos on human skin. So let's see if we can find anything here. Looks like this is all we got. Is one on fake skin. It's gonna be tough for me to be this guy. I don't do this style. You know, it's hard for me to really break this down as far as like the shading is flat, you know. I'm guessing from the rounded corners on this, it's one of those harder fake skins. But, you know, these blacks aren't fully black in there. I'm just going to keep saying the same stuff like contrast and stuff. But I think it looks like that because of the fake skin. I think if you used Real Skin, the brand, these would be black, like actually black. And then this tattoo might look a lot better on a fake skin, to be honest. But I don't do a lot of this single needle, I don't do any of this single needle stuff. And so I don't really know how these are supposed to look, to be quite frank with you. But otherwise, like, line work in here is actually pretty clean. This is the kind of stuff that I'm looking for, is like, you pulled these lines in one pass. You didn't sit there and scratch them in. So kudos to you for that, at least. Sorry I can't provide like a little more feedback on that. I don't really do this style, so in my mind doesn't immediately go to like, oh, this is where my eye goes, this is what I would solve, like this is what I would do different, you know, because I just don't do this style. So apologies for that. I wish I had more to say to that. More to say to you there, man. Pebble lady, you are not showing up. If you see this, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I did wrong, because I'm not seeing you there. All right, next up is Matt. Oh, Matt, you're private. I did just send a follow, so if you see this, please let me know that you accepted the follow request, and we'll get you in the next video. Cubano Ink. Yo, you know what? I wonder, have you been streaming on TikTok? I feel like I've seen you, or people are doing the same sort of portraits. Let's take a look at this one. Yes. We got a Robert De Niro. Dude, I also don't do portraits, so I would say straight out the gate, all I can really notice looking from one to the other is that the blacks in your reference, they're just not there. They're not in the hair. I think that's what gives this the contrast. You know, from what I see a lot of people scared to use black. Let's take a look at this one. And, you know, black blocks things in. And I would say, honestly, I'm not a portrait guy. I don't even know how to do portraits. But if I'm just going off of my artistic eye looking at these things, like, these look pretty good, dude. They look pretty good. But when we look at your reference, I'm just seeing more blacks. And then we look at the design, I'm not seeing the blacks. But I can tell you are using Real Skin, so I know the blacks go in there. So that's honestly, like, all I can really tell you. I think you're on an amazing track. These are, doing portraits as a new artist is really cool. And if you're banging these out and you just need to, like, refine them and get better, like, heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Clearly a realism artist. Oh, cool. We have some old traditional stuff too on here. Let's see. See how the blacks are saturated. See how everything's popping. This is just my thing. I like black in the work. I like things to pop. I like the contrast. I like the negative space. And here's an example for people out there wondering about the lines that I'm talking about. The needle depth throughout this line, consistent. So then the line is in there, consistent. And it's a nice, solid, saturated line. Same with all of these lines, for the most part. I mean, I'm not sure if that eye is even done. I don't think that eye was even done. Anyways, moving on. Lil Monta, JPEG up next. Crazy. Is that a in utero? Oh, it is. It's super cool. I'm a big Nirvana fan. That's cool to see. These are super cool, dude. Wow. I actually love these. Wow. Oh, is this a Mars Volta tattoo? That is a Mars Volta. Look at this. Look at this perfect circle. Look at this shading. Look at the nice little white highlights. These are great. These are super cool. You're an apprentice at Sweet Revenge. Wow, dude. Well, good on you. You are, dude. This is kind of weird because you got AFI, Mars Volta, Nirvana, like a bunch of my favorite stuff. See, this is clean. These are clean. You are killing it. Amazing work. You should hit me up and let me know where you're at. If I'm ever where you are, I will get a tattoo by you. I just followed you as well. All right. Next up, Virez. Dude, sometimes. This is just like being on TikTok live. I can't read names of things. I don't know. I just don't know. All right, let's check these out. Well, this one is one of those ones that blurs the line between, you know, traditional neo-trad and realism, right? So then this line isn't in there. Now, is it not supposed to be there? I'm not sure. There's no blocking behind it to let there not be outlines. So I'm assuming there's supposed to be outlines. But some of these outlines are throwing me off. This spot right here in particular. And then this part not being in the skin. This one's pretty wobbly. And then secondly, right where my eye goes. And this is something, it's a personal opinion about white. I think putting white highlights on everything is just not the move. Like, so our light source, from what we can tell, is up here. If it's hitting, you know, the top of this sleeve, it's bending back, so that would be in the shadow. Cool. The top of this sleeve. But I don't see where the light would be hitting this sleeve. It's stuff like that throws me off, you know. I'm just not a fan of white highlights anyway, so they always look like sort of wrong to me, or when done wrong. Here's an example as well. If the light is from up here, I don't see why there would be a white highlight on the underside of this curling leaf. Same goes for down here, or like this leaf here. This leaf technically would have a shadow, would be shadowing over this from what I can tell. So I think being more particular with white highlights would be beneficial there. And then just focusing on line work, because it could get cleaned up a little bit and make the tattoo cleaner in general. All right, Raymundo. Oh, shoot, dang. Okay, let's check this one out. Yeah, this is the style, dude. Like, if you can crush this style, you can kill it in the industry. It's so popular. Honestly, I don't really have anything bad to say about this. I know we're like a little ways away from the design, so I can't really pick apart the line work like I love to do. But from here, line work looks really good. I can tell you're using a gray wash, some sort of wash in here. So until it heals, it'll be hard to tell because it's just going to be red. Because I would say, just from looking at it right now, this doesn't look blended that great. But you know, whatever, dude. Style, everyone's style is different and doesn't have to be blended or not. Like, I only use black and maybe a half cap wash once in a while. But I don't know, dude. I would say you're on the right track. You must be tattooing because, like, I mean, like, actually tattooing, because that looks really good. All right, let's take a look at this kitty on fake skin really quick. You know, I don't hate it, and I don't think it's horrible, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Portraits, especially of animals, like, it's just not. I'll draw you one in American traditional style, but yeah, hard to review some stuff like that for me, but this looks good. I feel like there's only a couple other on real skin. They look older. But since you are doing real skin, those are the ones I feel like I should look at. Oh, here's the outline. I wonder if this was done in 2 sessions, maybe. Yeah, dude, this line work is clean. That line work is clean. Cool, dude. Keep killing it. I think that flower tattoo looks really good. I'm certain there would be a ton of clients very happy with that. Okay, BT Beto. Okay, I don't see any tattoos on here besides ones on your body from the looks of it. BT Beto, if you did want me to review tattoos you did, I'm so sorry, I don't see any. So I'm just going to move on. Leave me a comment down below if you see this and I'm looking in the wrong place. All right, Crazy Cat Lady, you are up next. Okay, again, kind of confused. Aaliyah Crooks from TikTok. I don't see any tattoos on your page. Again, if you do see this, leave a comment down below and let me know if I'm looking in the wrong place. I apologize. We're going to move on to Dagger Face Bert. That name is cool, man. Oh, heck yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. 100% would wear some shit from you. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Clean lines. If you know me, you might know. I love these dirty rakes. I love this. I love these rakes. Looks so good. This stuff looks great, my guy. Yeah, man. Clean line work. Clean shading. Look at this. Look at that. It's stunning. Dagger Face Bert, you get a follow. This is badass. Where are you? Where is that? Electric Gypsy tattoo. Oh, from Alaska. That's crazy, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Is this a Bert Grimm? Is this a redo? Is this your... Let's see anything in the comments. Pharaoh's horses. Cool, man. Killing it. I'm loving these. I don't know. Are you doing this too? Are you doing these? Oh, no. I'm on the shop website now, I think. Okay. Yo, Dagger Face Bert, straight killing it, dude. That is my style. That is what I'm looking for. Yo, thank you for leaving a comment. Thank you for sharing your work, dude. Super cool. Six-sided Joey. Oh, all right. Man. Yo, you got private accounts. Means I cannot see your work. So, six-side Joey, if you see this, please leave a comment down below. All right, we are halfway through, which means this is going to be a two-part video. So we are going to do Love 11 tattoos last. And again, thank you for hanging out. If you want to be in one of the next episodes or you have questions, just leave a comment down below. I'm going to try to film one of these videos every week to 2 weeks. Just depends on how many comments and what the engagement is like. But no matter what, we have part 2 coming in the near future, so just hang with me. Thanks for being here. Last up, 11 reminds me of McLovin, but we're gonna check out this dude's from Texas. Look at this, absolutely killing it. This is super cool, bro. If you see this, you should DM me. I would love to chat. I think that this style, when you just crush this, I call this Chicano. I think that's because that's what it is. But, you know, it's the Joker. So I don't know if that's Chicano. Either way, that looks great, dude. Like, I mean, it looks like, let's see, 29 weeks versus 8 weeks. Yeah, so another few months between those two. Yeah, dude. Okay, see this flower versus the last flowers we were looking at that I was talking about. Look how clean this flower is. You see the contrast. The black is in there. The whites show through. It just looks nice. The line work on the flower looks nice. It's consistent. Dude, doing a great job, man. Doing a great job. All right, fine. We are doing one more for this video, and then we will be on to part 2. So, you know, like or subscribe or whatever. Oh, cool. This is a great one to end with because this is very different from anything we've seen. This is a graffiti lettering artist, which is really cool. I grew up being obsessed with graffiti. I still am. I still can't, you know, I always stare at the trains. I love going up north because the train line, the railroad runs east to west, obviously, and it runs across the top of the state. But this stuff is cool, man. This is super unique. You know, you don't see this. I don't see this everywhere. And that might be because I'm from Montana, but look how clean this is. Okay, absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. Dustin, you are killing it, my dude. Let's just look at this a little closer just to show the skill level of this guy. See how this, I don't know, hopefully you can see this. Let's see. Can you? Oh, okay. Okay, seriously, if you know why the camera is turning off when it's plugged in HDMI with a card reader or whatever that's called, not a card reader, a video card. A video, it's plugged in with a capture card. Okay, it's turned to the no sleep mode, and it just keeps turning off on me. So bye Streamlabs. Back to this. Oh, I was trying to see if I can see this design or not. Oh, yep, you can't see that. Okay, what I was gonna say is that this dude lined this with a small liner. Look at this. Look at how small this liner comes out. Look how sharp that is. It's beautiful. Having these line weights come in, having these little rivets in here, the saturation is perfect. There's no holidays, nothing looks overworked. This is like basically textbook, like perfect tattooing as far as application and everything goes. Plus, look how unique this dude's work is. This is really cool. This is different. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's different. Anytime someone's doing some different stuff, man, I'm all for it. Look at the fade. Look at this fade. Stunning. It's beautiful. Look at the flow. Look out, this piece has movement. It's going to move your eyes through the piece. You know, you're probably going to work your way through here, through the lettering. These, you know, loop backs, they're going to bring you back through. This has awesome flow. It has awesome movement. The contrast is insane. The saturation is beautiful. It's super duper clean. Yo, Dustin, love your work, man. Straight killing it. Okay, that is all for part 1 of the video where I go through all the comments and review your tattoos. So, like a broken record, if you want to be featured in one of the future videos, if you have questions about tattooing, or you would like me to look at your tattoos and provide my gut reaction, any sort of feedback that might be beneficial, aka constructive criticism, from someone who's been an artist for a very long time and is now a tattoo artist of almost 3 years, yeah, you know where to find me. Leave a comment down below. We will feature you in the next video. The best thing to do is leave your Instagram handle in the comment, because I will mostly be using Instagram. If you're one of those people who don't have an Instagram and the only way would be able to email it or something like that, my email is linked in the description of the video. So, thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.